Hi, good afternoon. Welcome back to Real Life Adventures. Today we're going to be mounting an anchor trolley on my canoe. A little bit earlier we just did the anchors themselves. Now I'm going to be mounting an anchor trolley on. I'm going to be adding a couple stiffeners to the back side of it as well. So I have a couple pieces of aluminum that I've already cut that are going to go on the inside of my canoe itself, so they can act as a stiffener for the sidewall of the canoe. Also have a cleat that I'm going to be putting on as well. I just have to wait for some mounting hardware. I need to go get some stainless steel stuff for this. I don't have that yet. However, I do have everything for the anchor trolley. So we're going to go ahead and make a few measurements and start popping some holes in it. First, we're going to take a look at it and mark out roughly where we want. I don't want all the way up at the very top. I don't want all the way down. If you can see here, here's a water line on the canoe itself. So I definitely want to be obviously above the water line. I want to be a little bit farther back. So probably right about in this area. I'm going to take a measurement so that I can have everything measured off to be in the same size all the way down. I'm going to put the rear piece right about in this area, and then front piece we'll move up and do that one in a minute. So we're going to go about 3 inches under it. Then I'm going to take the rear section that the line goes through. Now you can see it comes through here, so it sets like this on the canoe facing forward. All right, so this part's going to be facing forward for right now. The holes where it needs to be. Now we're going to drill them. Something I need to do over here is take the plates that I had cut. I cut a couple of them the same size here for these mountings, so I can get that measured up to the exact holes that I have over there. So I'm going to take them, I'm going to drill some holes in this. Come back a little bit with it and just put it right here underneath this piece. So I have this forward mount section right here, so I think what I'm going to do is just actually mount it down here instead of coming all the way to the bow. For some reason I don't like that. I think that whenever the line could pull up and over the railing, just being that far of a stretch, so I'm going to come back just a little bit. I'm going to put it right here. That's roughly the center right there. This one. Now this time, right, because the line comes around here, this time it has to face that way. My camera just shut off, and I'm pretty sure that I didn't hit record, so it just timed itself out. Whenever I installed the centerpiece right here, this is where the line is going to go through that holds in each direction. It'll hold the anchor trolley whichever direction I have, either forward or aft. So I just installed this piece. I'm not for sure if I was recording during that time or not. But the next thing that we have to do is to attach the line. So on one end of this line, where it goes through the hook that goes on it, you can just pass it through. Then whenever you tie a knot, it'll set right here in this little recess for you. So I'm gonna cut that off and melt it down. This side's good. Now what they recommend is running the hook so this side is facing aft, this side is forward. That way whenever you unhook it from the other side, you can take this all the way forward on the canoe, and then you can use this as a tether to pull your canoe. The hook is going to go on the bottom, so we're going to run this up like this. That'll put the hook on the bottom. I'm going to go down here. To the very end here, I'm going to run it from the top down. This here we have the hook itself right in the middle. So you just clip it in, you kind of get a measurement of where you want it. So this top line here, it zigs through here. So the top line goes in just like this, and this will lock in, and that'll keep your trolley from going front to back, whatever. So here, you just need to find out where you want this. Just want to snug this up a little bit. We'll mark this off to where we want it, and then we're just going to tie a knot right here. All right, and then we're going to test it before we actually tighten it off real tight. Okay. So right there's roughly where we want it. And tie a knot, just simple overhand knot in it, just like that. All right. Take a clip back, put it back in, take this out, make sure it runs, it goes just fine. Zag this right in. Like I was saying, this one doesn't have to be exact. We're just kind of eyeballing where this needs to be, roughly halfway between those two. Like the first hole there, going to drill that out. Now we're going to just get it started so we can take the next measurement. It's right about there. See what I did there? I didn't even put the line in it. That was a mistake. Here we go, so the top line goes in. Now we can tighten these down. There's the front one. Now we do the back one. Same deal, about halfway between there and there. So it's going to go right in here. And there you have it, anchor trolley kit. So now, what you do, you have it set up all the time. So you have your line running through right here. All of my line while I'm setting in here is just going to be stored right behind me. So it's all going to come right up here next to me. And then I'm going to end up installing the cleat probably right here in this area on the inside. Yeah, probably right here. I don't know yet. I have to figure out where I want to put the cleat. But it's going to be mounted right around here somewhere. Right. So what you do is you run the line out. It goes right through here. Now, so you have your anchor. All right. Just take the anchor. It's over in that position right there. The anchor's over that way. All right, the wind's coming in, and you want to position your bow towards the anchor. What you do, you take your line here, pull this all the way up there, keep pulling, and you use the Z cleat right here, stop your line. Now your anchor is going to be pulling from up there. You want to shift it to the rear of the boat. Run this right back through the other way. Run it back through the Z cleat. And now your anchor line will be at the back of the boat. Then, let's say, and the reason that you do it like this, let's say you have a problem and your anchor gets stuck on something, or the wind shifts you in a direction that you're not ready for anything, you'll untie from the cleat that you have and just let your line go. So as your line pulls out, it's just going to keep going and going until it's gone. And then it stays off. Now I'm using polypropylene line, that way it floats. So I can be free of it, I can drift away, do whatever I need to, I can reposition myself, get back in a good position, come back up, grab my anchor line and pull it back up. You never want to tie off to a hard point on your canoe or your kayak, because if you do and that wind blows from the wrong direction, it could possibly flip you over. I mean, let's just say that your line itself, where your anchors run through, pulls underneath. And now how are you supposed to get a hold of that? You can't reach underneath there and get a hold of that. You have to be able to have a way to turn loose of your anchor line. All right? That right there is the Sea-Lect Designs, Sea-Lect, SEA-LECT, Sea-Lect Designs anchor trolley. All right, got any questions? Drop them down in the comments. As always, thank y'all for watching. Have a great day.